I believe that Ruben has just come out. Adriana is outside. And so's Alexander. And Stony. That leaves Jake inside with Anthony, as I recall.
Right, I'll be heading out now, everyone.
Okay. Have a good one, Josh.
Bye, Josh.
You enjoy the game.
It was good to see you for a few minutes, anyways. Good to talk to you, you know.
Likewise.
All right. I'm sorry, I did not mean to chase Josh away.
Oh no, he said he wasn't going to be around for very long anyway.
Okay.
It's like, what time is it for him? Like midnight? I think it's midnight.
No, isn't it like 3 a.m. because there's 6 hours, 5 hours?
For me, it's 5 hours. For you, it's 6.
Okay. Oh wait, no, it is midnight. Sorry, I can't. Math is hard.
Someone did not spring forward.
I told you that it's done messed up my schedule.
Oh, it's yeah. I mean, it's like I've had such trouble like moving today. It's like.
Helicopter.
All right, so.
When they brought him back, did
Stony.
Did Bruce bring him back in midair?
Yes.
You see the old guy from the trail cam.
What about all the people that died?
He is down the street. The sun has set. He's down the street in a street lamp. He is looking in a trash can.
I am going to try to sneak up on him.
All right, so for that, you would need a stealth roll. Okay, so you are you're creeping up on him. Adriana, you suddenly see Stony just kind of run off. Kind of like he just takes off like, but he's jogging. It's the weirdest thing. He's jogging quietly and keeping to the shadows.
So I'm just gonna sit there and watch.
This is almost as random as watching Creed do things.
Yeah.
So,
Gonna, just sit there and watch and see, what happens.
okay, so you're sitting there watching. Ruben, what are you up to? You've got a 5-pound pizza.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure last we left off, he was threatening seagulls.
Yes, you were yelling at seagulls. So that's what you're doing.
But the pigeons are fine.
Okay, pigeons are fine, but those seagulls you just cannot abide.
Yeah. Might even feed the pigeons a little bit.
All right. So you're tossing the crusts, the pizza bones, to the pigeons. Jake, you and Anthony are inside. Anthony's, like, your friends seem really nice.
I guess they can be.
I mean, I kind of like them. It's. By the way, here's a picture of Ruben's pizza.
That looks
Good
really
lord.
It is a 5-pound pizza challenge. All right, so Jake, you were and Anthony is like, do you need to go? I mean, do you have to hack something or anything like that?
Oh, that's right. You overheard me talk about hacking. Right.
It's kind of hard to overhear when you just said it out loud.
Right.
He takes a sip of his Pepsi.
It's It's more like tech support, I guess. But
It's a pity because I thought being a hacker was kind of cool. I know almost nothing about the subject. You know, for all I know, you're one of those guys from the online safety videos wearing the ski mask behind his computer or whatever.
no, that's just something those people made famous because because they think they're actually doing shit. I mean, it can be considered hacking if you think about it. Not that I would be hacking into like big corporations or the police department to get any information, because I've never done that, which is a bold-faced lie. But
Roll to Steve.
I don't think you have deceived, do you?
So make a mediocre roll.
And if you can't find it, it's right in, there you go. Oh no.
Nice.
All right. So you proceed telling him all your good stuff about all that, and Anthony's nodding, and he goes, "You're not wanted by the FBI or anything, are you?"
no. I mean,
Well, good, because I don't think you'd look good in orange.
I wouldn't look good dropping the soap.
Anthony's like, "Well, that escalated quickly."
Sorry, it's not weird to say.
No. I don't mind weird. Do you like weird?
Well, I kind of.
Are you weird?
I'm kind of dating you because you're just as weird as I am.
Fair. All right, so then he proceeds to talk to you about the Stanford prison experiment and a paper he wrote on it this last semester. All right.
Is that the one where they let like? Is that the one where they let like a bunch of, I think it was like either college or high school students?
College students.
Yeah, they like separated them.
Real quick. I'll be right back again.
Yeah, I think they separated them into
half guards.
Yeah.
Guards and prisoners, and they had to stop it because the guards were getting too brutal.
Yeah, like they immediately just went violent.
Yeah. It was like, well, once again, that escalated quickly.
Yeah.
All right, Stony. You're approaching this guy, and you know he's got those gentle blue eyes. He's like, oh, looky here. Looks like nobody even bit off it. a half of a Subway sandwich out of the garbage.
Oh.
Is he okay? So like, where Stoney's approaching, would he be head on or like coming up behind him?
I'm gonna let you make the decision.
Okay, so I think Stoney's gonna come up, like he's gonna be approaching from behind, and when he gets about 10 feet, he's gonna like sprint and try to drop kick him in the back.
You are going to drop kick this old man in the back.
Yeah.
By the way, can someone message KU?
Oh,
he was he was like saying stuff earlier. Okay.
Okay, so Stony, make a fight roll.
All right.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Oh.
Okay, the old man falls against you knock the trash can over. The old man falls against it, You hear the sound of his ribs breaking. He's crying. And he's gasping for air and he's begging for help. By the way, humans don't get stress boxes.
Okay.
That's
so
just something you supernaturals get.
Okay.
I thought he was some kind of creature.
Duh. Well,
yeah, I just didn't know if like this guy was being possessed and it's still in him, so I'm not gonna approach him kindly.
Okay, well since you said you jump kicked him, yeah, you jump kicked the shit out of him. That red belt in Taekwondo you got 2 summers ago really seems to be paying off. He's crying. He's like, "Why? I'm sorry, mister. I got $2 you can have."
Like, Stoney's gonna be like, "Why were you in the woods?" Like, ask him. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Now, we're out in the middle of this sidewalk.
Yes.
When this happens, right?
Yes.
And there's quite a few people around, I take it.
Fortunately, it's a small town, and there's 1 or 2 people. One guy's pumping gas across the street. He's open-mouthed, and it looks like he's dialing 911.
Yeah. So, oh God.
Tony, kick first and ask questions later.
That's right.
Good Lord. All right, so...
Well, I guess
So
what I
what
was
did you
trying
do,
to...
Tony?
Yes. Well,
Oh, Stoney's asking why he was in the woods. Like,
Such a vague question.
I got drunk. I hope I was drunk. Oh God, was I really out there?
what are you?
Did
What,
I
what are
really-
you into? Like,
I drink. I'm sorry. I drink. I didn't think I went out in the woods. I just remember having this awful dream where I seen. He coughs up some blood. I seen this little girl skeleton in a box, and I took a little bunny rabbit or something, and I took it, and I was putting bear traps out, but I don't remember. It was like I couldn't control myself.
is there anything that like Stoney can do to like read his like aura or something? You know what I mean? That's like gonna give him like if he's still possessed or.
It would, make a notice roll.
Oh.
He still has the stink of the spirit on him, but he's not ridden by it anymore.
Okay.
But you can only tell that because he's coughing up some blood.
Okay.
I would feel like this commotion would also be like alerting people inside the restaurant, wouldn't it?
We're gonna get there. Just a moment. Just a moment. I am allowing Stoney to dig his hole, and then I'm going to start.
Right. I just wanted to know if that's what we were expecting at some point. Because holy shit, Stoney.
Hey man,
Well, we'll deal with that in the aftermath. Okay, so Stoney, you've got your information. Adriana, what are you doing? You smell blood from this old man.
So as soon as I see Stoney kick him and he starts bluthering on about all this stuff, I gonna quickly run over at a human pace and try to see if I can move the old man and Stoney off the main road. So just be like, hey, come on, let's go sit down. Let's,
You see a guy coming up. He's like, hey, you stay there. You hit that old man. Adriana, You do have dominate. You could possibly use this.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll use dominate and tell him you didn't see anything or you didn't see what you thought you saw. Go on about your business.
All right, so make a provoke roll for that. Okay, and this poor bastard, he's just like, oh, I didn't see anything. Pardon me, my mistake.
Yeah, get out of here. See?
I just like how he's saying that and it's still right in front of him. He's just like, I didn't see nothing.
Well, I mean, he's probably forgotten math the way Adriana rolled to make him forget stuff, so, you know. All right, so well done, well played there. Against a human, the difficulty she had to beat is 0, so it's like, all right, well. Okay, so you have managed to get them off to the side. Ruben, you're watching all of this take place, chowing down on some pizza. Pigeons are on your shoulders.
He's just slowly eating and watching and figuring, maybe walk over there.
So you're walking over there Disney princess style with some pigeons. Nice.
He's a vet. He might be able to help the guy's bleeding out of his mouth.
It'll be fine. All right, so you walk into the alleyway between the closed Two Whales Diner and Big Rico's Pizza. All right, Jake.
Yes.
A waiter comes up, and he's like, you know him from high school, and he's like, Jake, you're friends with Stony Conway, right?
Oh God, what's he done now?
I was out having a smoke break, and Stony, that crazy bastard, he sneaks up on this homeless guy and fucking drop kicked him in the spine. I swear to God, I heard the old man's back break.
At this point, Jake is just like elbow on the table, rubbing his face in so much exasperation at this point that the point when he drags it down, he actually pulls his lower eyelids away from his eyes. Just
Anthony drops his fork. Wow, that's something.
oh gosh. All right.
I'm gonna grab my food real quick while you're doing this scene.
That's so that's something.
Yeah.
Did your roommate just assault a homeless man?
Sounds like it.
We need to call the cops. I mean, does he hurt you?
No. No, I don't let men do that to me. That sounds way. Anthony, let me pay for tonight for all the inconveniences my friends are causing. I am so sorry. And then he looks over at the waiter. It's just like, are they still outside?
They went into an alleyway back behind Two Whales.
Okay, and that's where I have to kind of step in. I'm so sorry, Anthony. I'm gonna excuse myself real quick so I can go handle my friend.
Okay, so Anthony now has the aspect I'm not so sure about Jake. And Jake, you get a fate point for that. And the old man has the aspect badly wounded.
Ooh.
We'll get him fixed.
Is this mic working? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's working. Sorry, it wasn't working for a second there.
Okay, so background to you, Stony.
Stoney asks, where did he find the rabbit?
I don't remember.
You better
just
start
remember-
remembering.
I just remember everything. Do you want to roll provoke to create the advantage pissing his pants?
I mean, I don't have provoke.
You know what? The difficulty's -2. If you get better than that, you
Okay.
win.
All
Okay.
right, I'll give it a good old college go.
This is graduate school enhanced interrogation at this point. All right, so you barely get it. And he's clutching his chest and stomach. He's like, I seem to remember. I remember a haze coming over me. I was over at the old junkyard, just on the south edge of town. Over at the old junkyard. I was there. And then I remember having a dream about stealing a car, driving out to an old house, and there was a door to a basement, and in that basement there was plastic bags and other stuff. Blood is trickling from his mouth.
Where was the house?
All right, Batman.
Yeah, that's how he feels right now. Like,
All right, so he's like, it was over on Randell Lane. I think that because I remember there's the old Tasty Freeze there. You remember Tasty Freeze?
yeah, I remember Tasty Freeze.
No.
And you know where he's talking about. It's a place with a it was a frozen yogurt place back in the early 90s.
Okay. Is that all you remember?
The old man is kind of like, they had such good French fries. I like the fries.
So Ruben's gonna look at this man, see if there's anything he can do medically.
Okay, you're not gonna get the +2 for veterinary training.
Yeah, I don't expect it.
He is obviously not an animal. So all right, make your.
I say, well, Stoney can tell him I drop kicked him in the back, and I'm pretty sure some ribs are broken.
Well, I'm pretty sure that that one of his ribs broke through his esophagus, considering the coughing up blood.
So
Or
I
lung.
make my academics roll there, Ruben, because.
Alright, academics. Regular academics.
Okay, hard to tell without an MRI, but you are pretty certain his lung is punctured, probably the left one. He's gurgling in there. He's possibly got, you can tell a couple of his floating ribs are broken, so he's definitely got some internal bleeding from that.
Yeah, well, nothing I can do right now. I'm just gonna carry him to the hospital. They just pick the guy up.
Okay. All right, so you pick him up and you're driving him to the nearest hospital. Okay.
Sorry about my
Alright.
friend.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back, Adriana. Ruben has now picked up the old man who has internal bleeding, a punctured lung, and some broken floating ribs. And Ruben's taken him to the hospital.
Did anybody try to talk him out of it?
No one yet.
Did we find out any other useful information from him?
Yeah, there's the old house near the Tasty Freeze. Not that you, who aren't from here, know where that is, but
yeah. Isn't Ruben a vet?
he's a vet.
Yeah.
Do you expect me to perform surgery on a man in the middle of the street?
No, but take him back to your office and, you know.
With other vets who are only trained in animals.
Well, it's in the evening, so no one's going to be there, right? The hospitals ask way too many questions, and obviously they're going to want to know how he got beat up. Do you really want to put Stony through that?
I won't say nothing. I'll just say I fell.
See, you fell.
Old Joe falls down sometimes.
That's right.
Please take me to the hospital, lady.
Did he say Did he say lady to Ruben?
No,
he was talking to Adriana.
Oh, okay.
I won't say a damn thing, lady. You just let the Australian fella here take me to hospital. All I want.
So I'll use. I guess I can use dominate again.
On me?
Yes, you can.
Well, I was just trying to think on if I want him to sleep and forget, or just like.
Yeah, you can do both.
Okay. We'll do that then.
You gotta beat a 0. Roll provoke.
Should have just done one of them and not both.
Oh, no. I mean, okay, so yeah, he's sleeping, forgetful. And the other good news is he is homeless, so people won't believe him.
No.
All right, so Ruben, you drop him. Do you go into the emergency room or just leave him at the door?
Just leave him at the door.
Yeah, leave him at the door.
Okay, wow. Okay, so you basically roll him out of your car and speed away. Jake?
Yes.
Did you ride? I'm sorry I forgot you in the horror of what was happening with the old man. Did you want to have caught up with them and ride with them to the hospital as they commit this potential felony?
No. Last thing I need is that kind of like stuff to be involved with me, because last thing I need is I'm already on thin ice with Anthony. The last thing I need is him seeing, old man left at the hospital by someone, and then him just being like, oh God, and Jake was part of that.
So isn't he already kind of sort of involved, because the waiter dude said that he saw Stony kick the shit out of him?
Yeah, well, Jay kind of like went out there, was looked at, said looked at Stony and like aggressively just said shibal, which is the Korean word for fuck, and and then was just like, I can't even be part of this, and like basically walked in and like tried to see if he could like reconcile with Anthony.
Okay, so for that scene, Anthony's inside. He's just kind of staring. He's like, "Oh, you're back."
Yeah.
Did Stony actually kick some old guy?
No, he didn't. He was trying. He was. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But it's just they're taking him to the hospital right now.
Oh, okay.
Apparently it was like a misunderstanding of some sort. I don't know.
So if you spend a fate point, you can clear off this aspect on Anthony. Anthony will believe you, but it'll cost you the fate point.
have 7 fate points. I can sacrifice 1. Yes.
All right. Okay, so that brings us back round. Who was driving the car?
I figured it was Ruben.
Okay, so Ruben, do you want to spend a fate point to buy your way out of there are cameras everywhere at the hospital?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Though I
Stony.
figure Stony might have been the one who rolled him out of the car, considering he came with us.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, so Stony, you need to spend a fate point to
Absolutely.
to have created a plausible deniability. All right, and Adriana, you've withheld the masquerade. You did a great job. Take a fate point for that because that was some masterful use of dominate. Although you do have the problem you are feeling hungry.
Should have ate that old man.
Didn't I? No, I hadn't fed yet. Did I feed?
You hadn't fed tonight.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
You had
That
fed
was
the night
last night.
before.
Yeah.
1 second, y'all.
Wait, I thought Adriana like fed on someone right before she came to the place.
I thought so, but I couldn't remember.
Though even if she did use 2 different abilities, that might have.
She's hungry because she actually had to use her beast in order to quell the mind of humans.
Okay.
That uses up some of your willpower and resources.
Yeah. So while they go off to the hospital, then.
But you could just spend a fate point to buy that off too, Adriana, if you wish.
Just like she snuck into the hospital in the blood bank or something.
You know what? If she makes a stealth roll, I'll allow that.
Why the hell not? Okay. while they're causing destruction with the old man. Hold on, stealth. All right, so I don't have stealth. So, yeah, because that's not under athletics, right? It actually would be stealth.
Well, may I ask? Wouldn't this particular situation require a burglary situation? Or...
Well, burglary is to break the locks. This is really more just to get in. But Adriana, since you're trained in forensics, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a lanyard, right?
Yeah.
I will let you use your forensics specialty if you spend a fate point to invoke forensics expert or something like that.
Okay.
I'll let you use that, and I will let you roll academics in place of stealth.
Okay. I'll do that. So let me use the fate point. And academics, right? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to study the blood for forensics purposes.
Oh crap, so they're just super impressed, and because you succeeded so well, you now have permanent hospital access to the Arcadia Bay morgue.
Ooh.
Nice. Very nice.
So you could add the aspect, the coroner likes me.
This worked out well for everyone.
I can't believe it did. Y'all's World of Darkness games are fantastic when stuff just goes sideways.
I do like when stuff goes sideways.
All right, so Ruben, you have the old. Everybody's back in the car. Adriana, you're looking radiant and healthy again.
So he's just driving.
Jake?
He's not very good at driving, but taking the scenic route and pointing at the beach, I guess. It's very dark, but
Why not? If you look over there, it's the Pacific Ocean. If you could see it.
Stoney goes, it looks really great during the daytime.
So I'm going to ask them to either pull over or take us somewhere where we can talk because, I need to know what the hell is going on. Why are you yelling at that old man? And all that
All right,
stuff.
so Stoney, you're gonna have Ruben take you down to Randall Lane, where the Tasty Freeze is. You could stop and park there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest.
All right. So the three of you are parked at the Tasty Freeze.
Oh, there
I
it is.
miss Tasty Freeze.
I've never heard of it.
I miss it.
This is where Jack and Diane met.
You are correct, yes. I didn't know, but they're apparently really big in Oregon. I'm like, what?
Oh, okay, that's true. But it used to not make, people sick.
That's true.
Yeah, the old restaurant. Sorry, Hamish said when he was in Florida a couple weeks ago, he ate at a Tasty Freeze and it made him sick as hell.
Oh,
Well,
Where was he at in Florida?
Where was that one at, Hamish? You remember?
It was in Milton, Florida.
Oh, in Milton, that's right. Near Pensacola.
Really good.
okay.
It was all really good. I had all this food left I was going to eat the next day.
All right, I'm sorry.
You're fine. All right, so y'all are outside the Tasty Freeze.
So Stoney will go, the reason why I drop kicked that old man into next week was because we found some trail cam footage of him baiting traps with a $20 bill, dog food, and a stuffed animal toy that belonged to a child that went missing several years ago. And the way that he looked in the footage of the trail cam was not of this place, if that makes sense to you.
Oh, yeah, because those would be very odd things to bait a trap. What was he trying to trap, do you think?
I mean, I don't think he per se was trying to trap anything. I think he was possessed by something.
then why'd you kick him?
Well, because I didn't know if he was still possessed. So first, I kick first and ask questions later. I'm not gonna go up there. And
You can
get
make
caught
that
off guard
one of
by
your
something.
new aspects, by the way. Stoney.
I don't want to get caught off guard by something that's stronger than us.
Well, there's that, and then that's how you get old men put in the hospital.
He'll be all right. I'll take him a pizza later when he's feeling better.
Well, I don't think he'd want to see you, but then again, he forgot
I'll get
apparently.
him some French fries from Tasty Freeze. He seemed to really enjoy those back in the day. So if all goes well here, hey, I don't just beat up old people for fun.
You sure? You sure about that?
All right. So you do have the address, which is 512 Randall Lane.
So do you guys want to go grab Jake?
Well, yeah. Where is Jake anyway?
Stoney's gonna call Jake.
So Anthony is actually telling you about his dad is sick and he's kind of back home helping his mom. And it's kind of a really intimate moment. Anthony's opening up to you, Jake. And tell me, Jake, what is Stoney's ringtone?
It's a parody of "I'm Bringing Sexy Back" by Justin Timberlake. It's called "Your Mom's Calling Back."
Nice. Nice. Okay, so that just blares on your phone.
At this point, like Jake was leaning against. I guess they're still at the restaurant.
Yeah, they are. You are.
He was leaning against the table, like chin and basically just like listening to Anthony like rant because he just finds it absolutely adorable. And then when that starts to blare, he actually just like slowly starts to blink a couple of times while it goes, and then like slowly like just grabs the phone, and it's just like, I am so sorry.
No problem. I mean, you never know when you half beat up the homeless. He's teasing you. He's just like, I have to say you're probably not the most boring man I've ever dated.
Yeah, you have no idea. It's never a dull moment with this guy. All right. Hold that thought. I'm gonna be right back.
No problem.
He's gonna step out to the front and answer the phone. What?
Hey, where are you at?
I am still on my date. Are you seriously about to keep me being a 33-year-old virgin?
Oh, you're at the date. How's that going?
Oh, I wonder how that could have gone when you made a commotion outside.
Hey, I'm sorry about it. I didn't do anything that y'all could see. I tried to give you your space, but I saw the old man from the trail cam footage, and you know how I am.
Please at least tell me you did something nice with that old man and didn't just roll him in the middle of the parking lot at the hospital.
Yeah, the vampire ate him, so she put him out of his misery. He's like, no, I'm just kidding. We took him to the hospital.
So obviously I hear this. And,
oh, yeah.
and look over and be like, excuse me?
So I'll give you the option. You come kick some doors in with us at 512 Randall Place, because I'm pretty sure we might have found the remains of whatever that little girl's name was from back in the day. Or you can enjoy your lovely evening with Anthony and I won't bother you anymore.
Do you think there's going to be any technology that you're going to need me for?
No, I don't think so.
Scratch that. There might be. It's always best to be safe. Let me at least just take Anthony home, and then I'll be on my way there.
Okay, no problem.
Because he at least deserves a decent night. Jesus.
Anthony's like, I can get an Uber, so it's fine.
We brought your mom's car.
Shit. So I'll be driving you home.
Hey, tell him to bring you to the Tasty Freeze.
Anthony.
So, the Tasty Freeze over on Randell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I'll buy you one of those soft serve cones. How's that?
Is Stoney still on? Can Stoney still hear them talking?
You can kind of hear the background.
He's like, no, it's on me. It's on me. I got the cones.
Anthony, you really don't have to do that. You don't have to be involved in this. You don't deserve to deal with the chaotic crap that is my roommate.
It's fine. Look, you haven't met my college roommate.
Ooh, does Stoney get to meet Anthony?
Yeah. I mean, he's coming to the Tasty Freeze.
Okay. If you're certain, Anthony.
Hey, what am I going to do? Go home, surf the web? Well, it's Arcadia Bay, so I'm going to go home and surf the web if I don't.
Okay. All right, I'm on my way, and I'm bringing Anthony.
Okay, cool. I'll wait for you. Hey, what kind of cones you guys want?
Half chocolate, half vanilla, says Anthony.
Ooh, spicy.
Jesus Christ.
It's always cream. I'd call it the opposite of spicy.
And like Jake's just right before he hangs up, he's just gonna be like, "Hey, he's my boyfriend. Don't flirt with him." And you know what I get, and it just hangs up.
I like that. This is my boyfriend. Don't flirt with him.
All right, so yeah, Adriana, you're listening to this exchange.
This is a chaotic, dysfunctional wolf pack that you are now involved with.
Obviously. So you're inviting a human to come along?
No, he's not gonna come with us. He's just dropping Jake off for me, and I get to meet my best friend's boyfriend.
Because, getting a random phone call and being asked to leave and go to the Tasty Freeze in the middle of the night, granted it's still early, that's not weird at all.
Hey, some people are into weird. It's mysterious, like.
I like how she as a vampire has been told how formidable werewolves are, and then she gets here and just sees this chaos of this one pack.
Well, you got to remember too, she's met and become friends with some werewolves.
I mean, yeah, but they were pretty, they weren't anything like this.
Was just this dysfunctional. Y'all are actually, I mean, at their heart, werewolves are just really. Or wolves are just big dogs, and as such can be just as derpy with each other.
So, okay, whatever. So tell me more about what you think may be in this house while we're waiting on them to get here.
I mean, there could be some more answers as what we're looking for.
Which is what?
Who it is. Who baited the traps. Or what baited the traps. Can you sense any kind of supernatural energies from things?
You actually can. Your auspex will let you touch objects and read their history and who's held them.
Well, and I was just thinking too, especially with the items that he told me were in the trap. Is there anything? Can I do a lore roll, I guess, to see?
Absolutely, yes.
If that kind of rings a bell.
Yeah, I'll give you a lore +2 for this one.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay, so you're pretty certain this is some kind of murder spirit. You encountered several of them stalking through the graveyard with Mary, and they were often trying to find ways into the flesh world, as they called it, in order to ride people and make them do terrible things.
Yeah. I was just about to ask if I could sense if Mary was involved in any of this.
Not Mary. This is more just, like I said, one of the lesser murder spirits. But still a fairly formidable creature.
Mm-hmm.
Question: Can a werewolf?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, sorry. I was wondering, can a werewolf punch a spirit?
If they step sideways into the Umbra, into the shadow world, then yes.
Okay.
Yes, they can. Yeah, whereas vampires can't affect them, usually werewolves most certainly can, and you can eat them.
Oh.
You could eat them?
Mm-hmm. Werewolves could devour spirits.
Ooh.
I
Now,
mean,
what
if you didn't think
effect does that have on the werewolf, though? Like,
no, they just convert it to gnosis. They just gain some power from it.
oh, okay. So it's not like you eat a murder spirit, then all of a sudden you want to start
No.
murdering things.
Like I said, in Werewolf the Apocalypse, werewolves were kind of the predators of spirits.
Okay.
However, no one stepped into the spirit world yet. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, I was just thinking, does Adriana still have the ability to go through the mirrors to the other side and back?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Would that be the Umbra, or would, like, I mean, we could just
It
pull
is
them
the
with us,
Umbra.
couldn't we?
It is the Umbra, but wherever she
Okay.
enters will be death aspected.
And I'm assuming any time I've gone in there, Mary has always kind of sensed me and tried to come after me.
Yeah, you have you have like a stress track.
Yeah.
You can be in the Umbra for, I'm gonna say, 3 turns before Mary starts getting closer.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right. So I'll tell them what I know of this murdered spirit. And do I know how to destroy them or send them back to the Umbra for good? Other
You
than
know
having them eat them?
You can use some rituals that, if you can capture it inside of a possessed body, you can send it back and bar it from coming back.
Or we can eat it.
But you do realize they stand just as much of a chance of killing you as you do of them, Stony.
Right.
And neither Stony nor Reuben nor Jake have ever actually fought a spirit in the Umbra. All right. So y'all are talking weird stuff. When Anthony and Jake pull up,
Sorry,
and the go ahead.
No, I was just like the thing I posted in the chat was actually just something I was looking at while I was waiting. You know, like
Okay, cool.
And it just was a random thought I had because of Jake's real Korean name, and I thought that like later down the line, if Jake actually says what his Asian name is to Anthony, like Anthony being didn't you mention he studies like the Asian cultures?
Minor in Asian studies, yeah.
Yeah, so like I feel like he would like that information or know that information if it was
Nice.
brought up. So yeah. Anyway.
All right, so Anthony's pulled up. Adriana, you do that, and just as you finish talking about the ritual required to put away the spirit, you smell you hear the heartbeat and smell a mortal approaching, which would be Anthony.
So I'll just let them know that they're here. So, and I just kind of go quietly into the shadows, just kind of step away, and because I
Okay.
really don't want to be known by this Anthony, because he hadn't seen me yet. So
Yeah, that's true. All right. So, okay, let's see what's going to happen here. So Anthony has come up. He's like, "Hey, Doc Reuben.
Hey,
Stony.
how'd your day go?
Still going. Pretty good so far."
Stony gives him a big hug. Like, Just
Oh,
goes in
my.
for like the
Ma.
biggest bro hug ever, and is like, "Oh, it's so nice to finally meet you."
Anthony kind of stiffens. Hi.
Ruben joins.
Uh,
Oh, we're doing this now.
Anthony is doing the shifty eyes and kind of hugs back. Pat, 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 pat. Y'all are sure friendly. Guess Jake's been talking about me. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Why do I
he said
picture
you're his
Ru-
boyfriend. I mean, that's amazing.
Why do I picture Ruben just being like, until today, no, he hasn't.
Yeah, I
Ruben
can mention
say
that.
if he wants a fate point.
Absolutely.
All right.
No, not till today, in fact.
Oh wow.
Thanks, Ruben.
I'm his roommate, not him. Don't listen to that guy over there.
I've seen
There.
so many romantic comedies to know that that's not what you're supposed to say.
Well, I don't watch them very much.
Anthony's like, good thing I don't either.
So no
Anthony's
rom-coms.
like, okay, so you're here at the Tasty Freeze. Why at the Tasty Freeze?
Why not? You don't like Tasty Freeze?
Oh, I mean, I love Tasty Freeze. Just I hadn't thought of this place in years. Didn't even think it was open.
Yeah, some soft serve. You said you wanted the chocolate vanilla, right?
Yeah, I did. Adriana,
Yes.
you've stepped away from the group, and looking back, the lights on the Tasty Freeze are all off from where you're standing. They're talking to an empty, abandoned booth as Stony is happily ordering ice cream.
Okay, then. I have no
And
idea
actually-
what to think of that.
You see the attendant is there, the lights are off, but you can see with your ability to see in the dark that the back of her head was blown open, apparently, and there are bullet holes in the glass.
So that could be very likely be our murder.
Nah,
Spirit.
she's just a ghost.
Just ghost.
A ghost trapped at work for the rest of forever.
That is fucking hell.
Yeah, just as you were saying that, like the wind blew my door open.
So we're seeing it like a normal everyday
Right.
open, and she's seeing it like a decrepit ghost-filled haunt.
And is Anthony also seeing what we're seeing or what she's seeing?
He's seeing what y'all are seeing.
Ah.
Remember, part of Adriana went to the other side, spent a lot of time there, and part of her probably didn't quite come back. So her senses are a little odd.
You're breaking up just a little bit there, Tina. I don't
Oh,
know if
sorry.
anybody else could hear it or not, but
Yeah,
it
I
was, like,
can.
crackly.
Yeah, well, what I said was Adriana went to the other side for a long while. You had to play Chester the Nosferatu for a while. And then finally you got her back, but I don't think a part of her ever quite came back.
Yeah.
I forgot that she played Chester the Nosferatu.
Oh, yeah.
Leslie, have you got an acting skill that's viable?
So, yeah, well, was it Chester or was it Fester?
I thought it was Fester.
Chester,
It was
that was
Chester,
right.
yeah.
I had to think about that for a minute. I was like, wait. So I'm just going to keep that tidbit to myself. But because obviously I was out front there with them before they pulled up. So what did I
Yeah.
see? Did I see normal?
You
Like
just
they
saw
did?
normal, but you just when you stepped out in the shadows, you moved beyond the ability of the ghost to affect.
The bubble. Okay, because that's kind of how
Yeah.
I was picturing it. Is
Yeah.
there's this bubble surrounding
a
it.
bubble. And that was why the old man was like, remember Tasty Freeze.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, y'all are there. Anthony is basically uncomfortably getting to know Stony and Ruben. So Stony, what you're what do you do for a living, Stony?
What was that?
What do you do for a living, Stony?
Oh, I'm like a wilderness guide up in the woods. I have my own little business. We do whitewater rafting and camping, and you should really come check it out, man. It's a good time.
Yeah, sorry, my idea of camping is a Holiday Inn without the Wi-Fi connection.
Sonny laughs. It's like, a lot of people with that same attitude have come to me, and they have left changed people.
Is that
He
what you call
grins.
it?
Wait, what did he say?
Perfect, Jake, take a fate point for that.
What did Jake say?
Is that what you call it?
Oh, okay.
Jake, we have fun, bro. You know it.
You have your moments.
Just come check it out, or at least come over for dinner. You can see the property and see, what's going on.
Jake is just all automatically like doing that cutting motion over his neck at Stony, just like, he doesn't need to see my room.
Stoney's just smiling.
Stupid door.
Okay, so our Anthony's like, oh, all right. So you just need some technology here at the Tasty Freeze?
Would he have heard that?
Actually, it was Jake that said you need something about technology. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if he was there. I thought Jake had stepped out. But okay,
Jake,
So-
did you step out? I can always retcon that.
Well, I did say that he stepped out to the front to like speak to Stony, but I think there was just, but then there was kind of like a confusion, I guess, in the middle of that actually worked out so beautifully that I would honestly like to retcon him stepping out, honestly.
Sure.
because
Okay.
It was just so
And also you didn't want to be rude to Anthony, we'll say.
Right.
okay,
That
that's
would make
cool.
sense.
All
right.
Which at that point Jake's gonna correct and just be like, no, I wanted to come in case they needed some technology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how old is Anthony?
Anthony's probably like 26, 27.
Okay, so Stoney's like, all right, man. The reason why I need Jake here is because Jake has my back on a lot of things. I'm kind of like this is my kind of town, and there's some shit that went down with this little girl, and I think that her remains are in the house down the road a little bit, and I want to
Anthony-
find out if they're there.
Anthony blanches and he's like, wait, you mean the Marcy Wellman girl?
Yep,
That
that's
kid
it.
from like 12 years ago?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh,
Spent a
wow.
lot of time trying to find her, so I would like to kind of close that out.
And now I'm here in case somebody needs stitches.
So you're just like vigilante?
Yeah, kinda.
You can say that.
Real good friends with the sheriff. We went to school together.
But is she the
Oh.
sheriff or is she a deputy?
Police chief.
Okay.
Oh, police chief.
She's the Arcadia Bay City police chief.
At this point, Jake's just gonna look at Anthony and just be like, by the way, I'm 33 years old.
That's totally fine. So excuse me. So You're out here playing Batman at the Tasty Freeze. I'm sorry. I just have to say that it's a little odd. But I kind of dig it.
So at this point, I think Adriana freaks the hell out because they've just told this dude shit. So
Well, I just told him that I think the little girl's remains are up in a house. That's it. I didn't give any other kind of like
yeah, but
murder
it's
spirit stuff going on, or that we're gonna try to do some ritual.
See, what's great though is you are playing Adriana perfectly because she comes out of that vampire world of you tell nothing.
yeah.
Y'all are just like, yeah, we're gonna do this shit. It's gonna kick ass.
Yeah, so I'll run over there and show myself and just like exclaim of what the hell is wrong with you? With all of you.
And who are you? Anthony is he's eating his ice cream going, and this is looks at Jake, who is this?
I guess we're confidently calling her a new addition.
So
you're a vigilante too.
I don't know. She just kind of showed up.
And I'll just shoot them all like a dirty look.
That sounds like it.
That went a different way because she paused after she said she's gonna shoot them, and I was like, "Oh God!"
It's at that point she learns why werewolves are dangerous. If she did that,
yeah,
they keep getting up.
And so, God, I don't want to have to use dominate again.
You don't have to. You work at the hospital. You're a forensic scientist, and you can identify.
Holy shit! You're a forensic scientist.
Oh,
Anthony's just like eating ice cream. Hey, did anybody else know the girl at the counter? I don't know. I had not seen anyone wearing those gel bracelets since 2000.
I don't know. I hadn't lived here very long.
Look back at it. I mean,
so I'll look over at Anthony and just be like, would you mind? Can you excuse us for just a few moments? I need to have a quick word with
top secret forensics business. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, are we doing a huddle? Can we put our heads together? Like,
I'll start.
Jake, you can tell Anthony he's halfway between disturbed and charmed as hell. And he just puts an arm around you and says, "I'll be over by the car when you're done."
Yeah.
What the hell? Why? We're not here to bring a date along. We're here to do a job. And
we told the sheriff that we were werewolves, and you're concerned about the aspect that we blurt this kind of stuff. The fact that we're vigilantes to the others, we didn't even tell them what we are.
Yeah, but this is a small town. People figure shit out. You don't go around telling everybody.
To be fair, like, people kind of know that I'm nosy. That's just kind of who I am.
Now, do y'all remember what I was telling y'all the other day about being out in the open and attracting unwanted attention?
Yeah, we ignored it.
Obviously.
Ruben, take a point for that.
So I'll look over at Jake and just be like, fix this now, send him away, and don't ever do this again.
To be fair, it wasn't my intention to get him involved in any of this. And I'm not sending him away. This is the happiest I've been since I was 13.
I'm not saying forever. I'm just saying we have stuff we need to do. He
And I
needs to go. And he does not need to be suspicious of anything.
You guys want anything else? I'm going to close down the fryers.
Oh yeah, I'll take some more fries.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, this tasty freeze is actually it's a ghost. There's not an actual human and stuff. That's a ghost, by the way. Just to let you know.
Well, she makes good fries.
Wait, how is it a ghost if it's clearly open?
You can lead Stony to the distance you went to.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, can I show them?
Yeah.
So yeah, so come with me, Stony. Yeah,
Not
so
gonna
yeah.
try to do anything weird, are you?
No. Not any weirder than the shit that's already happened.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, well, that doesn't leave me reassured.
So Jake, what are you going to do while they're doing that?
He's gonna go walk out to Anthony.
Anthony's sitting on the hood of his mom's car, kicking his legs. He's like, Jake, I will tell you, you know how to take a boy out for something weird.
Yeah. You know, when you told me that you were awkward and weird when we first met, I thought to myself, well, it can't be as bad as me, but I feel like I can confidently say I'm worse.
We're not here for the awkward Olympics.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Does this bother you at all?
At first, kind of, but I don't know. My last boyfriend was addicted to meth, so I think you're probably better than that. He crunches the last of his cone.
I can say that I'm definitely not addicted to meth.
See? You're light years ahead of my dating history already.
Well, I have to stay here with them. But I do wonder if you're that curious. Are you wanting to stay here until we leave?
Well, I mean, I could stay here, but you know, it's Arcadia Bay. I can go home and surf the internet, and why don't you just kind of, I don't know, hack my DMs or something?
Yeah, I guess you picked up by now what I meant by "I'll find you" when I said that the other day.
Yeah, you creepily showed up on me. Not that it's hard to find the only other gay man under the age of 50 in Arcadia Bay.
Right. Well, like I said, I gotta stay with them. So
You guys have fun making Arcadia Bay a safer place.
thanks.
He leans in, kisses you on the cheek,
Aw.
and hops in the car.
Maybe we should do this when we're not having a lot of excitement.
So, considering you've only been having excitement since I met you, I'm not holding my breath. So let's just do it again no matter what excitement's happening.
Okay.
All right. So, Tony,
Yes.
Adriana has led you out. You see Ruben eating fries, but you also see a dead tasty freeze with bullet holes, and you see the cashier for who she is. She has the back of her skull blown out.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so now do you believe me?
How is this even possible?
There's a lot about the supernatural world that you need to learn.
Is there like a camera 1, camera 2 kind of thing that Stody can do, where he's like he jumps
Yeah,
out,
you
jumps
you
back
walk
in,
back
jumps
into the
back.
circle, the tasty freezes
Yeah.
open, you walk out. Yes,
Yeah.
perfect, beautiful. You get a fate point for that one.
He's like, what the hell?
So, if this is related to Jake, could he like not use his laptop to like see if there was like any records of this place being like, you know, shot up?
Yeah,
Okay, that would be excuse me. I guess that would be something that he does because this has got him curious to how this went over everyone else's heads, and by everyone else I mean the city.
well, no, I mean the place has been closed. Yeah, you find out that a young woman named Gia Jones was killed in 1999 here.
So is it
That was
like
very tasty, freeze.
is it like really open, like for business, like on it, or is it? Are we like in some
If you
like?
approach it from the right direction, yeah, it's open for business.
Okay. So it's been like cleaned up, fixed up, or whatever. But if you
Not
look
when
at
you're
it,
outside. Well, not when you're outside the zone that the ghost projects. No, it's not fixed up.
okay, right. That's what I mean though. Like if you're not in the bubble, it was
Right.
like it's been fixed and it's like a normal operating business. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is she like trapped here?
That would seem to be the case. And actually, Adriana, you can confirm it. She's trapped here pretty much forever.
Yep.
There's no way to free her.
Maybe if you could, you bring her killer to justice.
I was about to say Stony over here wanting to stage an exorcism.
No. Yes, we're gonna use Anthony for that purpose. I hope you really like him.
So, just random thing while I'm thinking about it. You said that it was 1999 when she was killed.
Yeah.
Would it? In this, I'm just thinking, just for fun, it would be neat if it was on New Year's Eve night. You know,
Okay.
with for Y2K.
Yeah. She died December 31st, 1999.
At 11:59.
At 11:59, somebody was shooting off guns and fireworks.
Now the place was robbed, according to what Jake found.
Does it say who robbed
They
the
never
place,
caught
or-
him.
Oh.
List of suspects?
There were 2 or 3. One guy is in prison for it.
I'm guessing not the right guy.
Well, no, she wouldn't be here if it was the right guy.
Yep.
A fellow named Robert Pena.
Alright, so it looks like we have another adventure.
Right, but let's
Something
go.
we can look at that another time. So we've got more pressing matters.
Jake's just like looking at his computer and like reading about this, and like I guess at this point knows this information, like she's trapped here and whatever because of that, because of the reason the person's never been brought to justice. So he's reading all of this stuff and he's just like, okay, so let me get this straight. Now that we all know this information, Stony, you're gonna want to stage the ability to find the person so we can free this ghost. At the same time, also probably freeing the innocent man that's probably going to be put to death for, you know, a crime he didn't commit, or, you know, just rot in prison forever, each which way. So now we have to worry about getting an innocent man out of jail, finding the right person so we can free this ghost, going to Russia so we can kill a vampire, And anything else? Any other
Yeah, I
adventures
mean,
you want to put on the schedule?
my book's open, bub. Like, let's keep going. I'm not worried about the vampire in Russia. Like, that's just kind of it's what it is. What it is. Like, we have a deal with Deacon, and I will, as long as he's truthful, then I'm willing to put that to rest. But
Well, I'm sure Anthony would like to see Russia.
I don't think that I want to bring him into that.
Never know. Okay, so back on topic. What are we here for?
So we're gonna go to this house and see if the remains of the little girl are there. And if they are, then I'll call Greta and let her know that.
Oh god, we didn't just feed Anthony rancid ice cream, did we?
No,
No.
for some reason it seems the food produced here seems to be as real as it could be.
I honestly just pictured Jake saying that out loud out of like just realization and just being like, ah, crap. I just poisoned my boyfriend.
I mean, I had a cone too, so I mean, I feel good.
We're werewolves.
Yeah, but I think if we ate bad food, we'd know.
All right, so Gia closes up she turns off the light. She opens the door. She steps out, and then the lights are back on. Suddenly, she's behind the counter. You hear her saying, "Welcome to Tasty Freeze. May I help you?"
Who's she saying that to?
To us.
Y'all.
It's an infinite time loop.
Does she know it's an infinite time loop?
No, she doesn't.
Mm.
So at this point, Jake's just gonna like look and just be like, "No, we're fine, thank you. We were just leaving."
All right, I'm just gonna close up here in a little bit. So if you want anything, let me know.
So where's the house, Tony?
This is so wild. 512. That's the address.
Yep, 512. So y'all make your way to this old house. Adriana, you have a sense of foreboding about this place.
Yeah, well, especially if it's a murder spirit, you know. So, can I use Auspex to see
Yeah,
if
you can
there's...
use investigate. Yeah.
Okay.
Auspex would be investigate.
Nice.
Okay.
I love Auspex. It always made Kristoff seem insane.
The most
All right,
unrated
so
vampire.
you are looking, and I think a lot of storytellers don't tell it right either.
Yeah.
All right, so you're looking at this place. You're sensing the resonance, and looking out of a window, you see limned in the supernal light that you view Auspex with. You see limned this shape gazing out the window.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy. So, now is this like is this a 1-story or a 2-story house?
It's 2-story.
Okay.
It's at the
And-
upstairs window.
Okay. So I'll let them know that, yeah, the that there's this definite shape of a spirit that's in the house. So we need to be careful.
Want me to go up there and punch it in the face?
Can we see the spirit or no?
Yeah, actually, you can see it. She just picked up on it first because her aspects let her reach out further.
Okay.
It carries with it a palpable sense of dread. So the house is going to have several aspects. Lots of places to hide. Thick darkness. And bad things happened here. So what do you want to do, Stony?
So Stoney's gonna look to them and say, "Well, what do you think we should do, guys? Do we
Go in?
go in? Do we step sideways and go in that way?"
Well, I hadn't done that before.
I mean, it's pretty easy.
We're looking for a skeleton, right?
Yes. But also, if we can beat whatever else is in that house to clear it, then I feel like that's kind of our duty, per se.
All right.
Well, here's the thing too is, that thing is pretty powerful here in the mortal world, but it's nothing compared to what it's like in the Umbra. So
Standing at the end of the block, you see this.
seen them before, haven't I?
Yeah.
You have.
Did I ever find out what they were? I cannot remember.
You know from your occult lore they are shadow people. They're found universally. And they are creatures of infinite malevolence.
So I'll tell everyone also kind of the same thing of, yeah, this is getting a little bit more complicated. And then I'll tell them about them down the street, so.
And you werewolves can see them too.
Oh, so they're surrounding us.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Well,
Stony, I swear to God, if you say famous last words, I'm going to slap you.
no. I think we're all strong.
You guys are.
Jake, you're strong.
I have a gun. You guys rip people apart with your bare paws.
You can do the same, Jake.
Yep. Did they just move?
No, not yet. They're just watching.
Okay, so what's the plan, guys?
I doubt they're going to want to talk to us.
They might.
You think?
I don't know. You think they would talk? I mean,
Do they even have mouths?
They got eyes.
Adriana, you could possibly, draw a triangle of art and try to draw the creatures into it to speak.
Would that like be any kind of like lore stuff?
Yeah, that would be lore.
I mean, because Stoney's got lore. Because I mean, he's a shaman. Like that's.
Yeah, you are a shaman, so yeah, actually, you could possibly
deals in the Umbra. You know what I mean? Like he's not.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Yeah. If Adriana would do anything, it would be to try to get them back to the other side. Using
right,
using a mirror to get them through.
See, Stoney, your shaman powers tend to look at the health of the land, and you do have some knowledge of evil spirits. Adriana has studied much darker things than what you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was like, yeah.
So, you guys know me. I punch first. So that's kind of where I'm at. Where, if there's something evil here, it needs to be gone.
Let's focus on the task at hand. They're probably just here to see what chaos happens.
So they just want to show?
They just want to see the show, is what I'm thinking.
Alright, well, let's give them one.
So when she says they are... Okay, so we're at the house. Is there, like, anybody around?
No. Kind of give you an idea of this house. It looks like it's been abandoned for a long time.
Okay.
Looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. There's no lights on. Here's a good kind of a... Let's see. Let me see if I can get a good representation of it. Here you go. Here's what it looks like.
Okay, is the spirit still in the window looking at us?
It is still looking out that window up at the top, you see? So it could be an attic, it could be a second story, it's hard to tell.
Okay, so Stoney's gonna look at it and shift into full Krynos.
God dang, okay. So Adriana, suddenly Stoney has turned into something that I don't think you've ever actually seen, because Leonard never did it. He's turned into his 14-foot tall werebeast form.
And what was Stoney? Was he an actual werewolf or one of the other? I can't remember what his.
Yeah, he's a werewolf.
He's an actual werewolf. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I did have some. No, I had some dealings with them when we were.
You've never seen them transform into their war form.
True.
You saw Leonard turn into a giant wolf, and that was kind of scary. This is truly horrifying.
Yeah, but there was that time where we ended up somehow briefly escaping a pack when they caught us in the building or something, I think. But
I think it was one dude,
Those were Black Spiral Dancers.
Stoney's scary Black Spiral Dancer.
Yeah.
All right, Stoney, you've gone full Krynos form. You're slavering. The rage has taken over. You feel it burning in your belly. What do you do?
He looks to the group and says, "You coming with me?"
I thought he can't talk in that form.
Well, okay. The werewolves in the party can understand it. Adriana is hearing...
He looks over at her and then like points like with his like just straight to like his eyes meet hers, and then he looks over to the house and he starts making his way to the door.
Okay. You're making your way to the door. You make your way to the door. Ruben, what are you doing?
He's checking the locks and windows to see if there's a non-busting way in.
Door's open.
Oh, okay. He just opens the door. Oh, well, that was easy.
What form are you in?
He's just inhuman for right now.
Okay. All right, and Jake, what are you doing?
So, as everyone is like moving ahead, he's just gonna look around to see if anyone is watching, and then he's gonna like pull up. I mean, we don't know. Like, we know that there's like spiritual stuff in there, but we don't know if there's like something corporeal in there either. So he's just gonna like pull out his gun, ready, and follow everyone.
Okay. Alrighty.
Speaking of which.
Speaking of which, what?
He's typing something.
Oh, okay.
All right. Nice.
Nice.
All right, so you got your Ruger out. You are ready to go. So, Adriana, you sense the shadow people at the end of the block, and there are about 20 of them now. They are closing in. Are you going into the house?
I think at this point I have to go towards them and try to send them back to the other side in the Umbra.
Okay. So, all right. So we'll get to your battle with those shadow people. First, Stony, you've run through the open door after Ruben opened it. Inside, you see moldering furniture. You can see where the roof has leaked. The smell in here is horrible, like rotting meat and snakes.
Snakes?
Yeah, like, have you ever smelled a giant den of snakes?
I wouldn't say I've smelled a den of them, no. I've smelled a snake.
Well, it's like a giant... Imagine that one snake multiplied by a bunch, and then mixed with it rotting meat.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm gonna just look around for the stairs.
You see some stairs.
I'm gonna make my way up the stairs.
Okay. You're making your way up the stairs. All right, so a tendril of darkness is attacking you, Stony. All right, so it is invoking thick darkness. Oops, wrong one. Yes, got a 215. No, okay, so it tries to attack you. You need to make an athletics roll to deal with that. Okay, so you managed to escape, but you also can tell that this tentacle of darkness can inflict aggravated damage on you. That means if it spends a fate point, it can directly inflict a consequence, ignoring your stress.
Okay. So
right,
do I
so
get
Ruben.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, Stone, what do you want to do?
I was gonna say, I mean, would I be able to like swipe at it?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Make a fight roll. Okay, so you hit it, you sever the tentacle of darkness, and Ruben, you hear something that you don't normally hear from shadows. It hits the ground with a thud and a hiss. It's solid.
Does it stay there?
Yeah.
And even though he hasn't had any experience with like this sort of thing, he's gonna assume that's strange.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Usually if you hit darkness and cut it, it doesn't fall on the floor.
So Stoney's heading upstairs. Ruben kind of figures that assumedly someone in a coffin would probably be downstairs, if not in a basement.
Okay.
So he's going to be kind of searching around for that.
All right, make an investigate roll.
All right, investigate. I have a little bit of that.
All right, you can fail or succeed at a cost.
I guess I'll succeed at a cost, since that usually has more entertaining results.
You see, yeah, that's why I love it. So you see a dead little girl beckoning you toward a door.
Oof.
Toward the back of the house.
Well, that's
she
ominous.
Looks rough. Half her face is missing.
So he's just like, that's ominous, and just follows.
Jake? What are you doing? Are you following Ruben toward the dead girl, or Stoney up the stairs after what appears to be black rubbery sushi?
That sounds like a bundle of snakes in a bag.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. I think he would have followed Stoney. It just seems more probable for him.
Okay. So you're headed up the stairs when you are accosted by a series of tentacles trying to grab you, get your gun away from you. You can spend a fate point to stop that, or roll athletics to do so.
I haven't rolled athletics yet, and see where that takes me.
Okay. Okay, so you nimbly dodge out of the way. You do this almost action roll up the stairs behind
Jackie Chan.
Wow. Jeez, oh, Pete. Yeah, the martial arts class, I think, was a big success.
He did say something about gymnastics.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he also has that dating profile.
Yeah, gymnastics, martial arts, and a bit of gun training, but not like special ops kind of stuff.
Right. Okay, Adriana, you have a challenge.
Yes.
Your first thing is you need to roll lore to construct a protective circle. Okay. So you manage to cut your wrist and dribble enough blood around yourself in order to create the circle. Now, you're going to need to make an academics roll to remember the proper incantations.
Okay. And I'm assuming I also have my handy dandy little compact mirror.
You do.
That saved my butt last time.
All right, so you are speaking the incantations, and your final roll for this, before I narrate what happens, is the will roll. You'll need to make a will roll.
I don't have will. What
So
would
it's
I
just a
roll in?
mediocre roll.
I'm almost
Okay.
surprised with the amount she's been through that she doesn't have that. Considering that seems like
So
it
how
would
do
be something one would have for spirits and
Okay,
such.
for a mediocre roll, how do you
Is it-
do that?
Is it just a roll 4DF?
Yeah.
Actually, on your character sheet, there is, roll 4DF plus my, just roll 4DF. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
All right, so by stealing yourself, the shadow people, you now notice there are 40 or 50 of them pressing in against the circle. They are held back bodily by the occult force of your blood. You are chanting in ancient Sumerian. And then, with a supreme act of will, you push their whispering, taunting, and cajoling voices from your mind and open a hole in reality, pulling them inside of it.
Ooh,
Damn.
impressive. Good job.
All right. So, Stony, back to you. You're upstairs. I'm going to need you to make a probably an investigate roll, because what's happening right now is the rooms, and this place is much larger in here than it should be.
Okay.
All right, so you're managing to find your way through, but you come to a strange breathing wall with a fleshy membrane. For that, I'm going to say you probably need athletics if you want to rip your way through it.
Yeah.
You can sense your prey is on the other side of this. Okay, so Jake, you're watching Stony literally just kind of birth himself by slicing a hole through this wall, pushing through. You're now covered in like this weird ectoplasmic slime. And you sense that the shadow creature is trying to escape you, Stony, so a fight roll will ensue. For you just to capture and eat him will require at least a 4 on a fight roll.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, so
Now
close.
you can succeed at a cost or fail.
Oh no, he's gonna succeed at a cost.
All right, so you seize the spirit. It's shrieking. It's trying to fight you. It inflicts like 3 stress on you, but you are, and that's the cost. It inflicts 3 stress on you, but you're just ripping it to shreds with your teeth and claws. Okay. Now, for our old pal Ruben.
All right, little dead
So,
girl, what
Ruben,
you got for me?
You get to the basement door. It is locked. You'll need a physique roll to muscle this thing open, or a burglary roll.
Oh, I got physique. That's the thing I do have. No, or I don't.
Succeed at a cost or fail?
I guess succeeded at a cost.
All right, so you bust open the door. The cost is you fall down the stairs. And 4 points of stress on you. Oh, by the way,
I'll take that. That's pretty funny.
4 points physical stress. By the way, Adriana, you took 5 points of mental stress just from the sheer work
Okay.
of trying to get that many spirits to obey you.
Gotcha.
All right. All right, so Ruben, you've done that. Now you're going to have to make an athletics roll to prevent the floor from eating you.
Oh. Oh no. Ah, why?
I don't know. Okay. So, you're going to be taking 3 points of physical stress from this.
I'm so getting injured.
All right, so it's like ripping at your floor. It's like the floor has teeth. Beyond it, you see a dais, and on this dais are the bones of what appear to be children set up.
What's a dais?
And there's it's like a raised wooden platform. So if you can make it there, So you've taken stress. Your feet are being ripped to pieces. You feel it chewing at the floor, chewing at your Achilles tendons.
Ugh.
So the last thing that you need to do is make a will roll to actually try to reach out with your own innate werewolf abilities, and you manage to lay those children to rest
Oh,
by
good.
sheer act of will.
And a lot of punching
suddenly-
the floor.
Yes, and yeah, you're like beating on the floor. You finally, your rage, your will, you just reach out and you push those innocent spirits into the light. So well done there, Jake.
I'm so
Coming
ecstatic.
Coming up behind you is a man coming up the stairs. He's grinning. His head is looking up at the sky, and it looks like he's waltzing his way towards you.
Oh, fan-freaking-tastic. That's not creepy at all.
And at first it looked like he was staggering, but he's moving with incredible grace, and he's just inching up the stairs towards you with that graceful dance.
I think I'm just gonna take a shot at him. Just to test the waters there, see if he's like
Like with the gun?
real or yeah. Like, I don't know. At this, this is like, Jake being the techie that he is. Like all of this is just kind of like out of his element. So like he's not a fighter. He's an evader. So. I think he's just gonna kind of like just stand there with the gun pointed at it, and then just like shake his head, just go and just like kind of like try to run off.
So you're just gonna run?
Yeah.
All right. So this is what he looks like when the moonlight catches his face.
It's
That's
not creepy at all. Or disturbing.
Put that on a dating profile site.
All right, so you're taking off running from it. So to escape this thing, you know Stony is up there somewhere lost in a labyrinth. So do you really want to take the chance going up? Do you want to take chance going upstairs trying to escape this thing in a maze that it might know? Or do you want to try to duck past it and get back out the door?
Duck past it.
Okay, so for that, it'll be an athletics roll.
Oh, fudge.
I like how we're all just dealing with all different types of shit right now.
Well, you got to make it dramatic, All right, so you're making it past. The creature tries to reach for you and grab. And it's a tie. So the defender wins on a tie, so it barely touches you. But you feel its hands are smooth and soft, almost like some kind of tanned leather. So you make it there. He is now bounding down the stairs after you, running on all fours.
Oof. With the smile.
Yes, with the grin. So that means your next bit in this challenge will probably be to use, I'm gonna say, will, in order to not be overly intimidated by this creature. Okay, so yes, you're tough as nails. You watch terrible things happen, so you're just not going to be intimidated by this freak. All right, so your last bit will be Are you going to try to stop it by shooting it, by winging it, by slowing it down because it's running very fast? Or you could make a physique roll to just try to outrun it.
Right. So it was able to touch me. I guess that makes it corporeal, or is this like that?
It's
rule where
corporeal.
ghosts-
Yeah, it's corporeal.
Okay, so it's not that rule where a ghost can touch you, but you can't touch it, kind of thing. All right, cool.
We don't know, but we'll see.
I'll take a shot at it with the gun.
Okay. So you're action rolling across the lawn, and you take your shot. Okay. So, succeed at a cost, spend a fate point to re-roll.
Let's succeed at the cost here.
Okay, so you managed to shoot it in the leg. It howls in pain, and it runs away from you. You see it just scurry up a tree like a cross between a spider and a squirrel and vanish into the leaves.
I've seen this horror movie. So what terrifying thing happens to Jake as a cost?
Well, when you're out alone, you might see the Grin Man following you from a distance.
Oh, fabulous-tastic.
And actually, if you want to make that an aspect, you can, and you can get fate points for the Grin Man showing up.
So, am I going to add that aspect or replace that aspect?
You can add that aspect. It's kind of a temporary one. You're not going to have it forever.
Did Adriana, that's her name, right? Adriana. She's outside. Did she see that?
At the same time that was happening, Adriana was sending a bunch of awful, malevolent spirits back to hell. So Adriana was in a circle of her own blood chanting in Sumerian. It's one of those, kind of busy here.
So I'm going to add that
All
aspect.
right.
So I'm going to name that aspect It Follows.
Ooh.
Nice.
After
All right,
that,
so... Yeah. All right, so Stony, the house is normal again. You sense that a great evil has been cleansed from your domain.
He will shift back to his Hamid form and start making his way downstairs again.
Right,
Calling
Ruben,
out for...
I picture you emerge from the basement. Your pants are shredded. Your legs are covered in blood, but it's healed up.
He's just limping like fucking hate floors.
Nice.
Why is the floor on the floor?
Stony asked Dr. Rubin if he found her.
Yeah, I found a few of them. And also a floor who wanted to eat my legs.
Adriana, did you go in the house to check on them, or are you just hanging out in your circle, or what?
Well, after I banish them, obviously I'll turn on and see Jake, right? It was Jake that ended up going out into the lawn. Yeah, so I'll, kind of come back to, and just be like, okay, so what happened? And I'm assuming, that we'll probably walk into the house.
Okay.
Jake is a panting, terrified mess sitting on the grass in front of his house. And when you ask him what happened, he's just gonna look at you just like, how about we never talk about this again?
Who'd you say that to?
To Adriana, she's asking what happened.
Oh, okay.
And they're just gonna he's gonna just get up and go back into the house because it seems to be fine now.
And actually, all of you can sense that a great evil has been purged from this place. Go ahead,
So, yeah.
Adriana.
I was just going to say, so I'll just shrug my shoulders and just kind of follow him in.
Just in time to hear Ruben say, "The floor tried to eat my legs."
This house is clear. So Stony will try to, I mean, is there like, how do we identify the remains of the little girl?
That would have to be. It'll probably be a job for the coroner.
Okay, so is there anything else in this house that we need? Is there a war outside that we need to worry about with shadow people?
Adriana, you are qualified to answer that.
So yeah, so I'll be like, no, we're good. We're good. I took care of it.
Stony goes for a high five with Adriana.
She just kind of stands there.
He self high fives right next to her. I'm gonna.
They are two of the whitest humans that we've ever seen.
Jake's gonna like put his gun back into his holster and just say, "Well, I'm pretty sure my gunshots probably alerted the authorities."
So, all right, who wants a fate point for the cops showing up?
I mean,
or would you rather pay a fate point for it to be Greta?
Greta.
Yeah, I'd rather have called Greta and been like, "Hey."
Greta is like, "Hey, what do you need?"
We're at 512 Randell Street or Lane, and we found the remains of the little girl, but it's a little hairier than that, so you might want to send some people up here because apparently there's more than one kid that was in this house.
That's good. Could you not be there?
Yeah, no problem. We're leaving now.
Yeah, because somebody reported shots fired on Randall Lane.
Yeah, that was Jake.
Yeah, whenever Jake discharges his firearm in city limits, would you pretty please give me a heads up?
I just called you, literally.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
You owe me an explanation of why you're shooting. But I'm glad you. Wait, you found the little girl's remains, right?
Yep.
That's
and
good.
Several other remains of children. So if there's any other missing cases, we might be able to identify
Jesus
them. At least
Christ.
give the family some peace of mind.
Yeah, I'll call the. We'll probably need the FBI for this.
So.
All right. So everyone retires to their respective homes, places, etc. Adriana, I'm assuming you want to get back someplace safe before the dawn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I have that haven that's been set up for me.
Yes. All right. And when you get back to your haven, you find that someone has written in blood on your mirror.
Oh, Lord, what does it say?
They are coming.
And I'm assuming that they are going to be the malevolent spirits that I just got rid of.
You don't know.
They're probably bringing a lot more of their friends.
Make an empathy roll. Okay. No, it's not them. The shadow people don't communicate this way. You get the impression that this spirit, whatever it was, wanted to be heard, and it wanted to warn you. You also sense that whoever wrote this or whatever wrote this is in great fear.
Huh. Yeah, so that'll be something I'll have to try to
And
take
that's
a
where we're
look.
cutting it this week.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
All right. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that.
I love that I fell down the stairs.
I love that you fell down the stairs, had to run over a floor that was trying to eat you, and then you succeed on the will roll to save the kids.
The one important one.
By the way, the Grinning Man creepypasta, I am sharing that. You know, if you ever wonder where I research a lot of this, I listen to a lot of creepypasta stories.
You know what? That's fair.
And the
Yeah.
Hat Man is an actual weird thing that people see during sleep paralysis, supposedly.
Yeah, that's what I've heard something like that, which is great.
I love creepy shit like that.
I see more like
So-
something that's kind of like a demon, but it's still a shadow thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, shadow people there's like a large variety of those things. Among Northern European folks, it was called the Old Hag. Just this shadowy creature that sort of made you feel menaced and paralyzed.
Yeah, it always takes the form of like a person, which is kind of strange.
No. So, well, all right. Thank you all so much for playing. That was
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
And in
Yes.
the meantime, too, something else I would like Adriana to do is to write a correspondence, one to Deacon and then one to Caroline, just kind of giving an update. You know, just saying, you know, like I've met with them, and you know.
Can you
Made
believe
contact.
These idiots are telling humans what they are?
That'll be amazing. All right, and I will try to come up with some return emails.
Okay.
It'll be difficult to convey face palming via text, but I will do my best.
Oh, there's an emoji for that, isn't there?
Yeah, there is an emoji for it.
I believe there is.
Deacon emojis.
Deacon's like, Christoph, how do I
you
make the faces?
correspond to Deacon and Caroline is just through emojis.
Deacon's like, I can read Egyptian hieroglyphics, but I can't make sense of these emojis. What does this mean, Christoph?
Oh, well, you see,
Werewolves
that right
are
there
crazy.
is the poop emoji.
Yes, I never would have figured that one out. Why is it smiling? Do mortals see their shit smiling?
That's how they feel afterwards.
Oh. You know, that was my favorite part in the Anne Rice book, The Tale of the Body Thief,
Yes.
where Lestat loses his body to this woman who practices voodoo,
Yep.
and he's in a mortal body, and he's like, oh god, going to the bathroom is the worst. Why
Yep.
did I ever want to do this again? All right, everybody, y'all have a great week, and I'll see everybody next Sunday.
All right. Have
Thank
a good
you.
one.
Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye, guys.
Bye.